World Chagas Disease Day. The 14th of April. April 14th is observed as World Chagas Day every year. The disease is also called American trypanosomiasis, silent disease, or silenced disease. It is caused by the parasite Trypanosoma crisuu. This parasite is transmitted to humans through the triatamine bug. April 14th was chosen to mark the day as the first case of Chagas disease in a human was reported on this day in 1990. Sabka Vikas Mahaquiz series launched by the government. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology is organizing the Sabka Vikas Mahaquiz series. The quiz aims to sensitize the participants about the various schemes and initiatives and how to avail the benefits. The first quiz launched on the 14th of April 2022 is the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. R. Praganandha wins Reykjavik Open Chess Tournament. Young Indian Grandmaster R. Praganandha won the prestigious Reykjavik Open Chess Tournament with 7.5 points from 9 rounds, in April 2022. The 16-year-old Praganandha defeated Grandmaster D. Gukesh in the final round to emerge the sole winner. He became the youngest international master in 2016 at the age of 10 years, 10 months, and 19 days. Rohit Sharma becomes second Indian after Virat Kohli to score 10,000 runs. Rohit Sharma has become the second Indian batter to complete 10,000 runs in T20 cricket for men. He achieved this historic milestone during the match against Punjab Kings (PBKS) on the 13th of April 2022 in Pune. With this milestone, Rohit Sharma also became the 7th batsman overall to reach the 10,000 run mark in T20. Virat Kohli became the first Indian batter to score 10,000 T20 runs in 2021. UGC releases guidelines for pursuing 2 academic programs. The University Grants Commission on the 13th of April or 22 released guidelines for pursuing 2 academic programs simultaneously. A student can pursue 2 full-time academic programs simultaneously in physical mode provided that class timings for one program do not overlap with another. A student can also pursue 2 academic programs, one in full-time physical mode and another in distance learning. Vice President confers International Gandhi Award for Leprosy, 2021. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu on the 13th of April 2022 conferred the International Gandhi Award for Leprosy, 2021 to Dr. Bhushan Kumar of Chandigarh and Sahyog Kushtagin Trust of Gujarat, in New Delhi. The annual award was instituted by Gandhi Memorial Leprosy Foundation. Both have been working diligently to raise awareness about leprosy and in providing care to those afflicted with it. Author Prem Rawat launches his book, Hear Yourself, in Mumbai. Prem Rawat, a renowned educator, has come up with his book titled or Elquo, Hear Yourself, How to Find Peace in a Noisy World or RDQO. The book was launched on the 13th of April 2022 at National Centre of Performing Arts (NCPA) in Mumbai by HarperCollins in association with Timeless Today. In 2012, he received the Brand Laureate International Hall of Fame Lifetime Achievement Award, becoming only its 4th recipient. 10th and 11th editions of the status paper on Got Debt released. The Central got on the 13th of April 2022. Released the 10th and 11th editions of the status paper on the government debt. It provides a detailed analysis of the overall debt position of the Government of India. The central government has been bringing out an annual status paper on government debt since 2010-11. It also includes a chapter on medium-term debt management strategy of the central got. PM Modi inaugurates Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya, buys first ticket. PM Narendra Modi on the 14th of April 2022 inaugurated the Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya, or the Prime Minister's or Museum. The less than span style equals color, RAGB 117, 117 greater than National Capital or St. Murthy Bhavan, which has been repurposed as the Prime Minister's or museum less than span greater than. It will be thrown open to the public on April 21, 2022. The facility also has as many as 43 galleries, displays on freedom struggle and framing of the Constitution of India. NTPC mulls surrendering 3 non-operational coal mines. Following the government's latest directive, NTPC ETD plans to surrender 3 non-operational coal mines Mandakini B in Odisha, Bane, and Bhalumuda in Chhattisgarh, to the Coal Ministry. The company was allocated 10 coal mines, including 1 mine, under a joint venture with the Jharkhand government. Minister for Coal Ministry, Prahlad Joshi. Exports of Indian dairy products top $500 million mark, hit 8-year high. The exports of Indian dairy products are estimated at an 8-year high in FY22 on robust demand, aided by higher global prices. Provisional data for the first 11 months, April 2021 to February 2022, indicate that shipments have touched 1.70 lakh tons valued at over $552 million. In rupee terms, exports grew to 4,115 crore rupees, an year-on-year increase of 94% over 2,122 crore rupees. Ministry of Panchayati Raj organizes a national conference. The National Conference on Child-Friendly Village and Women-Friendly Village was inaugurated on the 13th of April 2022. Sunil Kumar, Secretary, Ministry of Panchayati Raj, chaired the inaugural session of it. A compendium of best practices on ORLQO, child-friendly or RDQO, initiatives by UNICEF and the Ministry of Panchayati Raj was released during the event. Minister for Panchayati Raj, Shri Giriraj Singh S. Iqbal Singh Lalpura assumes charge as chairperson, NCM. The GOT has reappointed retired Punjab Cadre IPS officer Iqbal Singh Lalpura as the chairperson of the National Commission for Minorities. He had earlier retired as Deputy Inspector General, DIG, Punjab Police. He was first appointed as chairman in September 2021. He served as the Senior Superintendent of Police of Amritsar Rural, Kapurthala and Taran Taran districts. Cabinet approves continuation of Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved the continuation of Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, RGSA, for implementation during the period from the 1st of April 2022 to the 31st of March 2026. It is a revamped centrally sponsored scheme. The total financial outlay of the scheme is 5,911 crore rupees with the central share of 3,700 crore rupees and a state share of 2,211 crore rupees. Cabinet approves MoU between SEBI and Manitoba Securities Commission. The Union Cabinet has approved the signing of a bilateral MoU between the Securities and Exchange Board of India and Manitoba Securities Commission, Canada. It seeks a formal basis for cross-border cooperation in the area of securities regulations. The MoU would also make investors from Manitoba eligible for registration as an FPI with SEBI. Cabinet approves signing of MoC India and Japan. The Union Cabinet has given its ex post facto approval for a Memorandum of Cooperation MoC signed between the Department of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation (DAO) and the Ministry of the Environment of Japan. It has been signed in the area of decentralized domestic wastewater management. A Management Council (MC) will be formed to implement the MoC. Mahavir Jayanti, the 14th of April 2022. Mahavir Jayanti is celebrated to mark the birthday of the spiritual leader of Jainism, Lord Mahavir. This year, it falls today April less than span style equals, greater than 14 less than span greater than. Lord Mahavir is said to be born on the 13th day of the Chaitra month of the Hindu calendar in 599 BC. His birthplace is Kundaligrama, Bihar. He is also considered the founder of Jainism and was the 24th and last Tirthankar of the faith. 131st birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the 14th of April 2022. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Jayanti is celebrated on April 14 every year in India to commemorate the birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was born on the 14th of April 1891. He established the Finance Commission of India. He is also known as the father of the Indian Constitution. He served as the first Minister of Law and Justice of India from August 29, 1947, to January 24, 1950. Festivals celebrated on the 14th of April. Baisakhi, Vishu, Rongli Bihu. Festivals Baisakhi, Vishu, Rongli Bihu, Nava Barsha, Vasikhari, and Puthandu Pirappu are being observed on the 14th of April 2022. These are the first harvest festivals of the year celebrated in the eastern, northern, and southern parts of the country. Baisakhi is celebrated in Punjab and Haryana. Vishu is celebrated in Kerala and parts of Karnataka. Bihu is celebrated in Assam. Union Cabinet approves policy under Coal Bearing Areas Act. The Union Cabinet has approved the policy for use of land acquired under the Coal Bearing Areas Acquisition and Development Act CBA Act, 1957. The Act provides for the acquisition of coal-bearing lands and their vesting in a government company, free from any encumbrance. The policy provides for the utilization of such land for the purpose of development relating to coal and energy. Lloyd Ropes in Sourav Ganguly is brand